I think we're back. I think we're back. I do just seem to have terrible internet where I am, which is, like I said, as being on the road, you're never quite sure what you're going to get. But as I wanted to make sure that as we have the opportunity to try and get this to work, try and get this out here, then I wanted to do that. So we'll keep this very short. Michael, if you do manage to come back on, do let me know. And apologies for not being able to follow that up with you as you asking some great questions there and some really important information. So I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to share some of these extra. We'll keep it short and keep it brief. So here is this week's episode, and as you can see there, let me just get rid of that. As you can see, it was a conversation with Keith Nelson, and it was about his book, which is called Breakthroughs. It's a fantastic conversation. As you can see, he's incredibly experienced in the world of education, and we had a fantastic conversation about so many facets, which I think were just so incredibly enlightening. So do make sure you've listened to that if you haven't already. That would be really, really, really good. And then also one from the archives as well. Wanted to give a shout out to Susan Hartley, who's in the private Facebook group. If you want to do that, then you can do that by getting on the email list, and then we can send that through to you. Susan's part of the community there and does fantastic work related to obviously yoga and everything as well. She's been doing this for a long time. It's very worth checking out Yogini's Yoga, and that ability to, it's not just about doing yoga, but with the whole idea of mental health and everything that goes on it. And it's been able to train teachers to be able to then bring that into the schools, to be able to give as many people the chance to benefit from that as it goes through. So yeah, that's one which I think you would be great to look at. And as I said, that's all the way back there in 152. So it was quite a few episodes ago now as we've gone through. So let me just see if I can pull up Michael's episode. Let's see if I can search for it in there. If not, I'll make sure that I mention it next time when we're on, to be able to find that as we go through. Maybe I can find it in here. Just give me a second while I'll just keep chatting as we go through there, and give us an opportunity to be able to find that and share which episode Michael was on. I don't think it wasn't that long ago, but let's see if I can just find it while we're here together, and have that ability to do that. So just give me a moment while I find that going through. My computer a chance to catch up. See what it pops up with here, and then I can share that with you. Yes, it was episode 333, Creating Art to Be and Stay Human, which, as you could see from Michael's comments before, just that whole idea of how you fit into the world, why you fit into the world, what it can do for you, how it can work for you. Such an incredibly important thing to really kind of be aware of when we get caught in the idea of curriculum and all of that kind of thing as well. So while the internet is still going and I'm able to say a proper goodbye, as it were, apologies for the connection, but as I said, I wanted to make sure that when I had the opportunity to go live, to be here, as I said that I would be here as often as I possibly can be on these Tuesdays, even when I'm abroad, and give us a chance to do that. So yeah, thanks very much. Do leave anything in the comments that you want to. We'll be back next week, and I'll be back home next week in my studio, so we should all be fine and dandy from that point of view. Great stuff. I will see you next week, and I look forward to chatting.